Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 motorcycles dealers are quietly struggling to sell. Number 12, BMW R18. The BMW R18 is a massive, chrome-heavy tribute to the pre-war R5, featuring the largest boxer engine the Bavarian company has ever produced at 1802 cc. While it is a beautiful piece of machinery, dealers in 2026 are finding it increasingly difficult to move these heavyweights off the showroom floor. The primary hurdle is the ergonomics. The massive protruding cylinders force a mid-mount foot position that many cruiser riders find cramped compared to the stretched-out floorboards of a traditional American V-twin. At a price of roughly $15,000, it faces stiff competition from established brands that have a deeper emotional connection with the cruiser community. Furthermore, the wet weight of 761 pounds makes it a handful for riders navigating tight urban environments. Many units are sitting in crates because the niche for a retro-styled German cruiser is smaller than BMW initially projected. Dealers are currently offering significant incentives and extended warranties just to clear out the previous year's inventory. Overall, this is a specialized machine that has become a permanent fixture in many showrooms, making it a prime target for anyone looking to negotiate a deep discount on a premium leftovers. Number 11, Kawasaki Eliminator. The Kawasaki Eliminator entered the market with high hopes of dethroning its rivals in the entry-level cruiser segment, but in 2026 it is struggling to find a solid foothold. Priced at $6,600, it utilizes a 451cc parallel twin engine that offers a punchy ride, yet it often gets overlooked in favor of more established names. Dealers are reporting that the bike's styling is perceived as somewhat generic by the USA audience, who generally prefer the aggressive, low-slung bobber look found in other models. Additionally, the seat height of 28.9 inches is a strong selling point, but it isn't enough to overcome the lack of historical nameplate recognition among younger shoppers. With a lightweight 386-pound chassis, it should be a beginner's dream, but many buyers end up jumping straight to the larger Vulcan series or choosing competitors with better resale value. Sales floors are seeing these units sit for months, leading to deep discounts and bundled gear packages just to spark interest. The 2026 market is simply saturated with lightweight options, leaving the Eliminator in a difficult middle ground without a clear identity. It is a fantastic machine for a daily commute, offering great fuel economy and modern smartphone connectivity, but it hasn't captured the imagination of the American buyer. Ultimately, this bike has become a difficult sell for floor managers who are now slashing prices just to make room for models that actually move. Number 10, Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster represents a bold technological leap for the Milwaukee brand, but in 2026 its high price tag is proving to be a major barrier for shoppers. At a price of $11,000, many traditional buyers feel that the liquid-cooled Revolution Max 975T engine lacks the raw, air-cooled soul they expect from a Sportster. Dealers are quietly struggling to justify the cost to younger riders who can find more power and features in European or Japanese nakeds for thousands of dollars less. The inclusion of plastic covers and a fuel tank located under the seat has also alienated some of the core fanbase who value steel and tradition. While it produces a respectable 90 horsepower and features selectable ride modes, the overall package feels too refined for those seeking a visceral V-twin experience. Inventory is piling up as customers wait for used models to hit the market at a more reasonable price point. Showrooms are responding with 0% financing offers and aggressive trade-in bonuses to keep these modern cruisers moving. The bike is undeniably more capable and technologically advanced than its predecessors, offering a balanced and nimble ride that surprises anyone during a demo. In the end, this modernized Sportster is proving to be a tough pill for the traditional market to swallow, leaving dealers desperate to find takers for their current stock. Number 9, Indian FTR. The Indian FTR is a flat-track-inspired weapon that offers some of the best handling in the American motorcycle market, yet it remains a slow mover in 2026. With a starting price of $12,000, it targets a very narrow niche of riders who want a high-performance V-twin without the traditional cruiser baggage. The 1203cc engine is a powerhouse, but the tall seat height and aggressive ergonomics make it a tough sell for the average showroom visitor. Dealers are finding that the FTR often sits in the shadow of the more popular Scout lineup, as buyers are hesitant to commit to such a specialized machine. Furthermore, the relatively small fuel tank and thirsty engine profile mean it isn't the first choice for long-distance touring, which is a priority for many Indian customers. Sales staff are frequently forced to mark down these bikes by several $1,000s just to prevent them from becoming permanent fixtures on the floor. It is a machine that rewards a high level of skill and provides an incredible rush of adrenaline, but its identity as a standard bike in a cruiser-heavy brand makes it a difficult proposition. The 2026 updates have refined the throttle mapping, yet the bike still feels like a race-ready machine searching for the right owner. Consequently, these bikes are frequently being moved to the back of the showroom, as dealers focus their energy on selling models that do not require such a hard pitch. Number 8. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R is a legendary muscle bike that has unfortunately stayed in the lineup too long without significant updates, leading to stagnant sales in 2026. Priced at $15,000, it offers a massive 1783cc V-twin engine that provides incredible thrust but lacks modern electronic rider aids. Dealers in the USA are finding that the analog nature of the bike, missing traction control and multiple ride modes, is a deal-breaker for modern shoppers who are used to high-tech safety features. The massive 240mm rear tire looks impressive in the showroom, but it contributes to heavy low-speed handling and results in high maintenance costs when it comes time for a rubber replacement. Most dealerships only keep one or two in stock, and those often remain unsold for the entire season as buyers move toward more agile or more comfortable touring platforms. The styling, once revolutionary, now feels dated compared to the sleek lines of modern power cruisers, and the lack of an LED lighting suite or a modern TFT dash makes it a tough sell at $15,000. While it remains a favorite for custom builders who want a solid foundation for a show bike, the average consumer is choosing more refined options with better fuel efficiency. Dealers are finding it increasingly difficult to move this aging giant, often resulting in these units sitting on the floor for over a year while collecting dust. Number 7. BMW K1600B. The BMW K1600B is a six-cylinder engineering marvel designed for the ultimate highway experience. But in 2026, its complexity and price are keeping it stuck in showrooms. Starting at $22,000, it is a flagship luxury tourer that demands a very specific and wealthy demographic. Dealers are seeing a slowdown because potential buyers are often intimidated by the long-term maintenance costs and the steep learning curve of the infotainment system. The 1649cc inline-six engine is famously smooth, yet the bike's sheer physical size and weight make it a difficult choice for riders who are looking to downsize. While the 2026 model boasts a massive 10.25-inch TFT display and world-class semi-active suspension, the electronic menus can feel overwhelming to traditional touring enthusiasts. Dealers are currently sitting on fully loaded inventory that often exceeds $25,000, leading to aggressive lease programs just to get riders on the seats. Competition from American baggers remains fierce, as those brands offer a simpler, more culturally resonant experience for the same money. Many dealerships are reporting that the K-Series is being cannibalized by BMW's own GS lineup, which offers more versatility for less money. The result is a high-end touring machine that is currently oversupplied and underdemanded, forcing dealers to offer massive rebates to clear out their luxury inventory. Number 6. A Triumph Rocket 3. The Triumph Rocket 3 holds the title for the largest production engine in the world, yet its 2458cc heart is proving to be too much for the 2026 market. Dealers are struggling to move these bikes because the sheer scale of the machine and its 163 pound-feet of torque is intimidating to the average cruiser enthusiast. With a starting price of $23,000, it occupies a luxury price bracket where buyers often expect more integrated storage and weather protection for long-distance travel. Sales staff report that while the Rocket 3 is a hero bike that draws people into the dealership, most customers end up buying a more practical and lighter model. Triumph has attempted to boost sales with high-performance Storm editions, but the audience for a 2.5-liter cruiser remains very small in the USA. Dealers are quietly offering deep discounts on previous year models just to keep the floor clear. The high cost of specialized tires and the extreme thirst of the engine also act as deterrents for high-mileage riders. Ultimately, this powerhouse has become a trophy bike that dealers are eager to unload, as it takes up valuable floor space that could be used for more popular middleweight models. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Pan America. The Harley-Davidson Pan America initially took the adventure world by storm, but by 2026 the initial enthusiasm has tapered off, leaving dealers with a surplus of inventory. While the Revolution Max engine is a high-tech masterpiece, the bike faces a steep uphill battle against established European and Japanese adventure brands with decades of reliability data. Dealers find that traditional adventure riders are often skeptical of the American badge in the dirt, while traditional Harley fans are not always interested in a tall utilitarian machine. Priced around $19,000, it is a significant investment that has seen its resale value fluctuate. The 2026 model has addressed many early software issues, but the first-generation stigma still haunts the sales floor. Furthermore, the industrial styling remains polarizing, and many shoppers find the bike too bulky for technical off-road use compared to lighter middleweight alternatives. Sales managers are now bundling luggage packages for free and offering extended warranties just to move the metal. Dealers are seeing a trend where buyers are trading in their Pan Americas for the more established BMW GS, which further floods the market with used inventory and hurts new sales. This adventure tourer has transitioned from a hot-ticket item to a slow-moving asset that requires significant dealer participation to finalize a sale. Number 4. Indian Scout Bobber. The Indian Scout Bobber has been a cornerstone of the brand for years, but in 2026, dealers are finding that the market has finally reached a saturation point. With so many used models available at significantly lower prices, moving new units at the $13,000 MSRP has become a quiet struggle. The design has remained largely static, and many buyers are now opting for the newer 101 or Sport Scout variants, which offer more modern performance and better suspension. Dealers are also noticing that the Bobber's aggressive riding position and very limited rear suspension travel, only 2 inches, are becoming deal-breakers for an aging rider demographic. While the 1133cc engine is still world-class, the lack of standard traction control on the base trims makes it feel dated compared to newer entries. Sales teams are often forced to include seat and shock upgrades in the purchase price just to convince a shopper to take the bike home. The blacked-out aesthetic is popular, but without a major tech overhaul, the bike is losing its competitive edge to more modern cruisers. This has turned the Bobber into a bike that dealers have to work extra hard to sell, often resulting in units sitting through several sales cycles before finding a buyer. Number 3. Triumph Trident 660. The Triumph Trident 660 was launched as a premium yet affordable entry point into the British lineup, but by 2026 it is getting squeezed by aggressive pricing from Japanese competitors. At $8,500, it sits in a price bracket where budget-conscious buyers in the USA are often lured away by the Yamaha MT-7 or Kawasaki Z660 for hundreds of dollars less. Dealers are finding that the newness of the model has worn off, and it is staying on the floor much longer than it did during its first 2 years of production. While the 66cc triple-cylinder engine offers a unique sound and smooth torque, many shoppers perceive the bike's small physical dimensions as a beginner trait, which hurts its appeal to more experienced riders looking for a middleweight. Triumph has introduced more vibrant colors for 2026 to try and recapture the youth market, but the sales figures have remained flat. Dealers are now resorting to low-interest financing and free accessory packs just to entice new owners. The competition in the middleweight naked segment has become so fierce that the Trident's premium branding is no longer enough to justify the price gap for many riders. This middleweight naked has become a low-margin struggle for many dealerships, leading to an overstock situation that requires aggressive marketing to resolve. Ultimately, this bike has become a difficult sell for floor managers who are now slashing prices just to make room for models that actually move. Number 2, Indian Challenger. The Indian Challenger is an incredibly capable fixed-fairing bagger that should be a top seller, but in 2026, it is quietly struggling against the deep-rooted loyalty of the Harley-Davidson fan base. Even though the liquid-cooled Power Plus engine is faster and more technologically advanced, buyers often prefer the classic air-cooled vibration and sound of the competition. Starting at $26,000, it is a massive financial commitment in a very crowded luxury segment. Dealers report that the high-tech features are impressive, but the plastic-heavy feel of the fairing and the sewing machine engine noise can be a turnoff for traditionalists. The sheer size and weight also make it a specialized purchase, requiring a confident rider and a lot of garage space. Many dealerships are sitting on inventory of the high-end limited or dark horse trims because the final price can easily cross the $30,000 mark. To combat this, Indian is offering significant rebates and loyalty bonuses to current owners who trade up. This touring machine has become a hard-sell flagship, with many dealers having to offer thousands in discounts just to compete with the sheer cultural momentum of the rival brands. Number 1, Harley-Davidson Sportster S. The Harley-Davidson Sportster S is currently the most difficult bike for dealers to move in 2026, largely due to its high price and confusing identity. With a starting price of $16,000, it is a premium machine that struggles to find its place between the cruiser and sport bike worlds. It features a staggering 121 horsepower from the Revolution Max engine, but the forward controls and fat tires make it difficult to ride in a truly sporty manner. Dealers are finding that the lack of a passenger seat and a very small fuel tank are deal breakers for anyone wanting to use the bike for more than a quick trip. Additionally, the high-mount exhaust creates a significant amount of heat for the rider, which has become a common complaint in showroom feedback. Many units are sitting on floors as buyers opt for more practical or traditional models like the Softail line. The recent 2026 recalls regarding structural components have further damaged consumer confidence, making shoppers wary of the new platform. Dealers are currently offering massive discounts and demo-only pricing just to clear inventory. This bike has become the primary headache for Harley sales managers, often requiring significant price slashes just to get these high-performance machines out the door. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.